I'm here on Mettalworx.com with Nova Scotia's Dark Shrine. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing good. We're a little tired, but we're ready to kick it off at Maritime Metal Fest.
A little hungover, probably.
Yeah, a little bit, I'd say.
So I looked out. I don't get hangouts, so I looked out there. But
You also didn't get any sleep either.
zero sleep. I got 45 minutes from 9 to 9:45 ish.
And he's ready to go. Okay. All right, so now this isn't your first... we're at the Maritime Metal and Hard Rock Festival, by the way. And it's freaking hot in this tent. I'm sweating, and I haven't even done anything yet. Yeah. So anyways, and you guys got to perform.
Yes, we do.
We're sweating just standing here. Like, wait until you get moving.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm used to sweating at shows, though, so...
Yeah, it's kind of something that happens.
Yeah, Zach's pretty much known as the moshing guy. Yeah. So how was your experience? Now, CJ, you weren't in the band last year, so I guess this is more for you guys. How was your experience last year? You guys played in the battle, placed third. How was but just the overall experience being in the festival and being a part of the actual performance?
It was one of the best experiences we've had so far as a band. It was just awesome being part of something like that, and it's big for the band, like a personal victory, I guess.
I personally really enjoyed it because it was my first, one of my very few shows that I played fronting a band. I've since moved on with bass. CJ's in with vocals, obviously, but and the fact that we got an encore was something that mattered a lot to me. Not because I was on vocals, but just it's the first time that I was in a band that got called for an encore, and it's been a dream of mine since I was like 13 to be in a band like that, and it finally happened. It was really good. It was really good.
Right on. Okay, so now let's go back, and this is a little bit more. I'm going to get to you in a minute. Yeah, I got some questions especially for you. But when did the band form?
The band formed in August of 2013.
Okay, so still relatively young, but you guys have come a pretty fair way, especially where you guys still can't play bars, without any waivers or anything like that, and not a lot of them will do that around here.
Well, Gus's Pub is starting to kind of.
I was speaking with them.
Yeah.
You got the first underage act there in quite a few years the other weekend.
So they're starting
Ooh.
to ease up. So I would expect us to play there this year at some point, probably.
I'm really excited about that because like I'm a regular at Gus's. Like everybody recognizes me. So and I've played Gus's a couple times with an older band of mine, Resign First Responder, but I'm really looking forward to starting to play bar shows with Dark Shrine.
This is an amazing venue. I played there a million times this year, and I book shows there all the time. Like, they just got their brand new PA too, so it's.
I heard that, and trust me, I have.
It was much needed. It was very much needed.
Especially when I'm, like hosting a show and I'm at the board, trying to crank up the vocals, and then in between songs I got to turn it back down so it doesn't take everybody's ears off and people are leaving. So.
The feedback, yeah, because of the feedback.
The system's really nice, really nice.
Sweet, can't wait. All right, so now you guys mentioned that, like the membership changes. It almost seemed like Zach was destined to be in the band in some way, shape, or form, because like he referred to, tried out on vocals, and I mean, like, you would have done a lot better of a job in your performance here if you hadn't blown your voice the night before. Because he was literally talking like this, and I'm like, you're going to have a hard time singing tomorrow.
When I woke up, and for any vocalists watching this, my routine was I had a shower with hot steam, and I went to Tim Hortons and had a lemon tea, put a honey capsule in it. It works.
But his voice was still raw, trust me, it was still. Now, not to disrespect anybody that's been in the band before, but compare the lineup now compared to where you first started. What does this lineup kind of bring or add or just kind of bump up to another level?
Bringing in new people always brings more inspiration and, like it just, new things come in, more influences from different people, and every member change has been good for, them and us, and we haven't had any like bad blood between anyone who's no longer in the band. We're still good with everyone, so it hasn't been any bad things, but like Zach coming in, new influences, CJ coming in, new influences, everything like that.
Right on. Okay, so you guys are currently recording a new CD. Is it full length or?
Full length, yeah.
It'll be about an hour long.
Nice. Finally, my band's not the only one putting out an hour-long CD. Hallelujah!
Yeah, exactly.
It has some of my favorite bass lines that I've ever written on it. So yeah.
It's a lot different.
That's the best vocal melody I've ever written in my whole life.
And let me guess, the best guitar work you've ever played.
Yeah, and it's gonna be quite
Likely
a.
the best drum work ever. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah,
But
it's-
likely the
it's-
best drum work ever.
It's well, not ever. Maybe like Dark Shrine, but like
That's what I'm talking about.
it's the best drums ever. But it's like quite a bit. It's gonna be a lot. Not like it's Dark Shrine, but it's different than the EP. It's a lot more proggy, like longer songs. We have like an 11-minute song on the album, so it's that. Yeah, it's more matured and like better transitions and like it's different, but it's good.
All right, so who's producing?
Bryson Gunn.
Right on.
Who's doing the sound here at the Maritime Metal Fest?
Son of a Gun Music Services. Check it out on Facebook.
Yeah, and he's actually doing a great job with the sound here this year.
So good last night. Oh my goodness. He was doing the lights too and the fog machine.
The funniest thing, yeah, for anybody that was not here, Bryson would be over here, his controls were here. So he's over on the right side of the stage, and he sets off the fog machine, beelines it over here as fast as he can with a wind, like like one of those carpet dryers that, like the guys use, to try to, yeah.
Make it look cool.
To spread the fog across the stage quickly to make sure that it's very even as possible.
I basically had to stop recording over there because it was just too foggy, so I had to go back over here.
I noticed you move over last night. Yeah.
Fucking lasers. Gotta have fucking lasers.
Gotta have the fucking lasers.
Yeah. Did he have the lasers when we played?
I think he got them going afterwards. Yeah.
Asshole. Fuck you, Bryson. Anyways, that's all right. Doom metal is not really laser type music. I don't really think you guys are laser type music, but anyways.
Too early for the lasers to really.
Probably. Okay, so when getting back seriously and not bashing Bryson anymore. Yeah, we only kid because we like the guy. When do you guys think that the CD might come out?
We're still working on a release date. We're doing a lot of different stuff. We want to do a release show at the Pavilion, but there's a lot of stuff going on there in the fall. So maybe like after Christmas time, but it could be earlier than that. It all depends upon how fast we get through the process and how comfortable we feel with it and that we feel it's the best it can be.
Don't rush anything, trust me. I mean, like I've kind of done that, like you make a date and you make that date, but then after the CD comes out, it's just like, there's a few things we should have done a little better, and it's...
For sure, yeah. I think we just, as long as we're all happy with it, and like if we want to put more work into it, we'll do it. Like we don't want to set a date if we're not happy with the album yet.
One thing that I love about this is where we are working with Bryson Gunn. He's very much like he's one of the most friendly guys you'll ever meet, but he is he's very good at pushing you, at stretching your limits. I mean, he spent one practice with us, and I've been playing bass for. I can't remember right now exactly how long, but upwards of 11 years total. And I grew more in that one practice that he was spending with us than I have in my entire time as a bassist. So I'm really excited to see how much he stretches us as a band during the actual recording process.
Yeah, like we're gonna probably. Bryson said you're gonna hate if you guys don't hate me after I didn't do a good job, basically, because he's gonna be like, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it like so.
And that's the way you got to do it. Like, I mean, you almost have to record, let it go for a few days, and then come back and listen to it again. Because after you've been recording it and you get kind of better, and then it's just like, okay, yeah, that's a take, and then you come back and it's like, no, that whole second half of that take has to be redone.
We're our own biggest critics, and so.
But that's the way you got to be. I mean, if you're going to go into it thinking that you're the shit, you're going to be shit. Like that's exactly what it's going to be. All right. So now speaking of Pavilion. You've been involved with, the whole thing was called Bring Back the Pavilion, which was literally because it basically shut down. Just tell us about kind of where it started. I mean, obviously you wanted to bring it back, but I mean, where did it kind of start actually trying to get the the support and get the like the shows that you were getting going?
This is actually a perfect context interview for this, because the reason I started was I joined Dark Shrine and we couldn't play bars because of there's a lot of archaic liquor laws in Nova Scotia where they haven't been changed in years and years, and that's the biggest problem. And so I just wanted to give opportunities to like the boys in my band and then other bands as well. I've been working with some underage acts to just give them opportunities to play. And
If anybody doesn't know why we're distracted right now, it's because 2 members of Blackmore and their good friend Keith showed up. So, and Eric's got a squeaky toy.
I love it.
I can tell. So, anyways, you were saying?
yeah.
I completely forgot what the last thing you said was.
Anyway, yeah, so at the beginning of the year, like I was in the music business program at NSTC, and I figured, like there's a bunch of other people talking about the same thing, and Chris Smith, who had run the Pavilion before, had come in to speak with us, and I got to know him a little bit, and a couple of my friends and I were just like, let's do something, let's get some fundraiser shows going. Bands were all interested in doing it, so we ran like I think 11 or 12 shows, raised over $2,000, and then I became a member on the board of the Pavilion. And I'm actually booking my first show as a booker through the nonprofit company, the Pavilion, on August 6th. So that's going to be really cool. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff in store. There's some announcements coming up soon where the Pavilion's partnering with Halifax Pop Explosion and Youth Art Connection to do an amazing conference during Pop Explosion and the weekend before. So there's going to be some cool stuff coming out soon. So yeah. It's gonna be really good.
Sweet. All right. Okay. So everybody that's ever watched one of these interviews knows that I always close with 2 totally stupid questions. So, if you guys were Simpsons characters, who would you be?
I think that I'd be Homer. If you ever seen the episode where he's playing bass, that compilation, like whenever I like to play bass, that's like my other thing with singing, and I like love that scene, and I feel like that's me, like just playing bass and like things are like bumping around, and yeah.
Ralph. Just Ralph, cuz.
I'm drawing a blank because I haven't watched much Simpsons. I'm one of that like 1%. I'm one of that negative 1% that I haven't really seen.
Comic book guy. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I love anime, so.
Well, I actually, with his hair lately, he could almost be Krusty the Clown because your hair is.
Yeah, like right now I have it slicked back nicely, but when I get sweaty in the pit and whatnot, it poofs out like I have a fro. You'll probably see it in one of his future videos.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so say you guys are playing on stage. Not much chance of it happening today unless you get right over on the side, but what member is the most likely to probably fall off stage during a performance?
I think Zach, yeah.
Probably depending on
It's definitely me.
Depending on how drunk he is, probably Zach, yeah.
Though I do make a point to never play more than slightly buzzed because then my performance is lacking.
Depending how far the thing is today, probably Mitchell.
Maybe Mitchell will fall backwards, yeah.
It could be Mitchell, but I've actually come this close before to tripping on stage, and
I've almost fallen on stage because like you're headbanging, you get dizzy, but like
well, exactly, and like I'm proudly known for my presence on and off the stage, so.
Right on. Okay, so by the way, what was there? Do you guys have a title for the CD?
yeah, it's gonna be called Age of Atrocity, because that was our first band name, and we ended up having to change it because like there was already a band on iTunes and stuff called Age of Atrocity. You just don't want the confusion, and so we decided we were gonna name the first album Age of Atrocity just to kind of honor the name because we all like the name and it's a good album name and yeah.
No, that's cool. Good. I mean, it's a good way to recycle an idea.
As Corey Norman said, what came first, the title track or the album name? Yeah. For us, it was the album name.
Yeah. All right, so be sure to look out for their CD, Age of Atrocity, sometime soon when it's done. Around Christmas, maybe a little bit after, maybe a little bit before, who knows. And just keep...
Get to the chopper.
It's very hot here at Maritime Metal Fest.
And I didn't even drink anything last night, and I'm just like... The sun.
Getting sunny.
Ah!
With our metal. It's
But that means that the humidity is not going to disappear either. So
all right. It's gonna be hot.
So anyways, going back to it. Pick up the CD or listen to it on Bandcamp or get it on iTunes. Get your hands on it somehow because I know it's going to be awesome. And keep your eyes peeled for some Pavilion shows, which was what I was trying to say before, and support that. Keep that place going because everywhere needs more venues. And check out Dark Shrine whenever they're in your area. Dark Shrine, Mettalworx.